I'll write it myself, and we'll do it live.
You're a one-woman show.
I am a one-woman show today. Well, sort of. It's a girls' show today. Everyone, welcome to another episode of Around the Mic on SoJO 1049. We're a little short-staffed. We had some snow this week, so I brought in reinforcements. I have from SoJO 1049 Promotions, Jen Costabile, and I've got digital superstar. This is Ashley Sirkin. Welcome, ladies, to the SoJO studio.
Hi.
So I brought you all in today for a very important discussion.
I'm holding my breath.
I'm so interested.
I know we like to watch reality TV, indulging in a very short marathon of my 600-pound life.
Yeah, what do you mean sometimes? I do it weekly.
Last night, my husband was flipping through the guide, and he came across something on TLC, and he says, what is Dr. Dr. Pimple Popper?
I love her.
I love her. She has a YouTube channel, doesn't she?
Yes.
Jen, come into the mic a little bit. You can, Jen. Yeah, Jen's not used to being in the studio.
No.
I kind of like ambushed her. So I'm assuming she's like the botched doctors of TLC, right?
Yeah.
She
pops pimples.
Don't even say the P word.
And not even
I'm
just
sorry, I did
pimples,
not-
It's like boils, like she gets in there.
I did
like,
not
and
know she
beats
had
it
a.
out.
She has a reality TV show, and I did not know about
It just
this.
started.
So
it just started.
it was
Oh my God.
supersized last night, or
Jen's gonna have a marathon this
extra,
weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
extra pus filled, and that will be the only time you ever hear me use that P word. That P word, not the other.
I love it and I hate it at the same time.
You cringe the entire time you're
cringe,
watching
like,
it.
Oh, it's
but
so
you love
good.
it.
Hurts so good.
Can I try to describe what was happening last night and why, even though I hate the P word and the Z word. You can call it a blemish, you can call it a whitehead. You cannot say those other two words to me because
Pimple.
Zit.
I vomit a little bit in my mouth.
So what was happening?
I work really hard on my skin to try to avoid such situations. She first had a man who was laying on his stomach, and I thought he was just laying wonky until I realized he had a pocket of fluid in his back the size of a small pillow.
Yum.
It took her 36 syringes to remove all of the fluid.
How do you let it get that bad before you see a doctor?
That's why I said, go to the doctor, people. So over on the side, she's got this tray that are filled with all the syringes, and you just, it's fluid, but you see all the float stuff floating in it. Okay.
The particles?
There are 3 things I cannot talk about in this world. Dryer lint. Snot. Okay.
Okay.
And I can not even discuss the P word.
What comes out of the P word?
At both of those.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah. Okay, we're
Which
talking about
keywords are we referring to?
Pimple. I can't even say it. And is it PUS like bus, or is
Yes.
it PUSS like fuss?
Really?
I think
Is
it's
it-
PUS. I mean, we're not going to have a spelling bee right now or anything, but I think it's PUS.
Okay. Well, whatever it is,
I don't know.
I don't like it. And what I'm getting to is I don't understand the fascination with why this needs to be on television, but I couldn't pull my eyes away from it.
Right?
Exactly.
That was the one guy. And then this woman comes in. She, for apparently 35 years now of her life, has these soft pockets of what feel like giant pimples in her hairline. She's got like 5 of them. So she gets examined. She came all the way from like Missouri or Mississippi to see this doctor. So this is where I sort of get that it's almost like a botched on E, right? People are traveling to see this Dr. Popper.
Just call her Pops.
Pops. Sandra Lee is her name. Let's give her due. But so she comes in and the doctor, she's like, oh, I'm so excited about this. She's like, because as I squish it and I feel around, I feel like it's all going to come out in one pocket. Just in one bubble, I'm going to get this out. So I say, I want to see if she can do this. Okay, I want to see what this thing looks like, because who walks around with lumps on their head like that and not be at least concerned? It's like you've got brain tumors growing out of your head
For 35 years?
For 35 years.
Yeah, there's something. Okay, go ahead.
And then there's the issue of the people that then go on this show.
Right.
Okay. So she goes in with a scalpel. She does extract what looks like just like a deflated balloon. This is where everything went sideways. She cuts into another one. And
did it explode?
You ever seen cheese in a can?
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze the top of it.
Yeah.
It was hardish and custardish and just came
Custardish.
It came
That's a new
crawling out of the head like a worm. And my husband and I both were like, ah! We were like, literally, maybe never been this scared watching American Horror Story. So considering that it was an hour-long episode because it was a supersized Dr. Pimple Popper episode, more popping than ever, I've clearly been missing out on something.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
So I talked to you because girls are notoriously like known for leaning into mirrors, sometimes 5 times magnification, 10 times even, and picking.
I get told to stop picking a lot.
I tell you to stop picking.
Yeah, I know. I was trying not to throw you under the bus there, but
why? What is the fascination with this?
Have you ever seen?
Why does it become a TV show?
There's something.
There's like a satisfaction in
the extraction.
Yeah.
The purging of bacteria.
Like, do you ever do a blackhead nose pore strip
and then examine the pore strip?
Light? Oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing.
Me too.
That's why I have an esthetician. She takes care. I got a person. I know people.
Not all
takes care of that.
No,
for me.
Not everyone has a person
that have pore strips.
I'm my person. Yeah, I love that. I love it. It's disgusting. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
My mom used to. I feel like this was their like date night. My mom used to. My dad would lay down, and my dad has a very like he's hairy back. I mean, we're freaking like Sicilian Italian, so she would get on his back and like go at him.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And so my dad then, you know, you never let expose your weaknesses.
Right.
Then my dad realizes that I've gotten an aversion to PUSS. And so he would come and tease me and he'd be like, "Oh, can you look at this thing on my the boil creeping out of my skin?" And I'm just like, "Ew, like don't even say that word."
Or an ingrown hair.
That is one of the most disgusting words on earth.
That's my favorite. Ingrown hair. Not on me because it hurts.
So if there was a television show where people had ingrown hairs,
there's a YouTube channel for it.
Yeah. You don't
I've
think
seen that?
Oh my gosh.
I consider this of the fetish level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry.
There was one that I watched a couple of weeks ago where this person had like a hole. I think it was a giant blackhead in their ear, like right on the outside of their ear. And it was so big that they were in there with tweezers digging around, pulling like, it looked like shrapnel, like pieces.
Because it hardens.
Yeah.
The blackheads harden.
And they were pulling it out and oh my gosh, it was delicious and disgusting.
Delicious. Okay.
Yes.
Do you realize what we're talking about? This is not appetizing. And I think if I'm looking at a TV show that is got me on the edge of bulimia, because I am telling you, people, I was gonna like lose. If I want to make sure I don't eat bad for the rest of the year, just sit me in front of the TV set and make me watch that.
I watch it while cringing, like my stomach is turning.
Yes.
But I can't
You
turn it
can't
off.
Watch. I know that was the
I want to
thing.
know how it ends.
I lasted all of 6 minutes. I made it through one commercial break because I wanted to see what was going on with this woman's head. But I don't get the fascination with the... I just don't understand. So I needed backups. I need a second, because I just had a feeling one of you, if not both of you, knew who I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So, have you found this Dr. Sandra Lee on YouTube? Because apparently she had a YouTube channel before this TV show.
Yep. And she's got a Facebook page.
She has a following. Like, it's a cult thing. Like, you know the what do they call that? The whispering thing that people like when you talk like this.
The rest of the day.
They like to hear the clicking of your saying. Yeah. Your voice. What? Like, that's a thing.
Yes, for people.
That's the same kind of that's the same kind of a thing. Like, to other people, that's disgusting.
But it's not. It shouldn't be a hobby.
It's not a hobby. I mean, you don't go around pumping people. Like, you watch other people get popped. Sounds terrible.
That sounded a little wrong.
If your man had something on his face or his back that he couldn't really get
does.
at, would you go at it?
Yes. I have.
I tried one time on Sean's nose because he had a really prominent blackhead right here, and I literally thought I was going to throw up all over his face. I could not do it.
It's like a public service. I'm like, here, come here. Let me get that for you. Otherwise, he'll stand in the mirror and, like, pick and poke, and I'm like, can I just do it and do it right and get it over with, please?
You're a better woman than I am. Okay. So, all right. So are you, I'm going to ask the fans, are you on the Dr. Pimple Popper train? And please, if Dr. Sandra Lee gets wind of this is nothing against her. She is genuinely enthusiastic and excited about her work, and I think that's like the best you can hope for when you meet anybody in the medical community. But she's really gung-ho about that PUSS and fluids and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I feel like I'm going to spend half my weekend watching episodes on demand. I can't even believe it, but
we'll show you.
You're also going to wander over to the YouTube.
I was just going to say, we'll show you some of the good stuff on YouTube.
When you say good, no, guys, no.
Yes.
Like a montage of her best of from 2016.
You know, I can't really say no to this.
No.
I can't really say no. But TLC has My 600-Pound Life. They have this, is it Whitney that does the My Big Fat Fabulous Life?
Yeah.
And then they have what? Gypsy Wives or whatever.
Yep.
Now they have a Searching for Sister Wives, meaning it's like a dating community where they're auditioning people to be their next sister wife.
Really? They came out with a whole slew of new shows.
Yeah.
They're pulling me in.
TLC makes it seem like they are shining a light on different kinds of lifestyles and people. Mm-hmm. But what I don't think anyone realizes, if you scrape the surface a little bit, is what this network is doing is exploiting these people.
I see that. But I also find, or at least I think, that other people find it really interesting to kind of dig into other social groups.
And apparently into boils.
And dig into faces and backs and heads and
yeah.
So do you find it relaxing and soothing to either watch or participate in such activities?
In the Sister Wives one or the Pimple Popper?
This is my official position on this whole sister wife thing is why isn't this more widespread past the Mormon community? Because
oh dear,
think about it. The guy gets variety. I get the bed to myself 4 nights a week. I got other
you'd want to share
other peeps around to help me with the laundry and child rearing and the cooking. Think about this. He gets to go where he wants to be every night of the week and have his variety, which we know monogamy, men, it just sometimes doesn't work. And then you get to,
So then what if it was flipped? What if it was flipped? What if a woman had multiple men, multiple husbands?
Well, I would just be exhausted.
And they had to take care of the children.
I would just be
And they
exhausted.
had to do the laundry.
Well, no, the men would bellyache that they weren't getting it, enough. Women don't complain that they're not getting it enough. Like, once every 4 days, that's fine. So if someone else is going to take, if I get the bed to myself 3 nights a week, I can't argue with that.
That's true. I never really thought about it like that.
But no, Jen, do you find this extraction of facial bacteria relaxing? Is this something entertaining to you?
Yeah. It really is.
That's what you can call it. Facial bacteria.
There you go. Don't have to say the P word.
Mm-hmm. Shrapnel.
That's
I just
not
like
a word.
I just like that word. Shrapnel?
No.
Shrapnel.
Oh, whatever.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel.
Oh. Yeah, this would have just, by the way, been a normal conversation that we have around SoJO 1049. Anyway, so because this was such a new discovery, and clearly there's a following if she's got a supersized, best of episodes and a whole YouTube channel. So you go, Dr. Sandra Lee, the Dr. Pimple Popper. All right, well, let us know in the comment box below if this is your jam, if you find yourself drawn to things like this or maybe other strange phenomenon. If you like this episode of Around the Mic, please give us a nice rating. It makes us feel good. Hit the subscribe button so that you always know when we post a new podcast. And we will catch you next time. That's Jen Costabile, SoJO Promotions Coordinator, Ashley Sirkin, our Digital Managing Editor, and I'm Heather DeLuca. We'll talk to you next week on Around the Mic. Thanks, ladies.
Yeah.
Oh.